Welcome back to the channel, guys. This week's episode is going to be Packing 101. Motorcycle trips, what to bring, what to leave behind. Now, this video is going to cover basically absolutely everything that I bring. And normally when I'm going on a motorcycle trip that I need to pack for, I'm gone for a week and a half, all right? So if you guys go for longer trips, you can adjust obviously one way or the other. Another thing to keep in mind is that this video is not the end-all be-all for motorcycle packing, okay? This is just what works for me, and everyone is gonna be different, but let's get into it. So, I figured that the best way to do this video is to pack my bike. So that's exactly what I've done. I have loaded the motorcycle down with everything that I bring, okay? And if you guys at home watching this video are in the process of watching this video, at some point if you say, oh my God, I can't believe I've never brought something like that, hit the like button. If you guys, while watching this video, say, oh my God, Blacktop Diaries, I cannot believe you are forgetting this, drop it in the comment section below. Also, if you guys are like, oh my God, I wish I would have seen this video before last week because I just went on a trip and I can't believe I missed Blacktop Diaries wisdom when it comes to motorcycle packing. Hit that notification bell. All right, let's get into it. The first things first, clothing. You gotta wear them. I don't make the rules. Naked people get arrested every day of the week. Just Google Florida. Where I like to keep my clothing, and again, I am on a 2023 Road Glide ST with a hard case tour pack. If you haven't seen that video, I have yet to figure out how to link videos like a weatherman.
On the big map, where's my map?
I've yet to figure that out. So if you haven't seen that video of me mounting an Apache case / Pelican case to a tour pack mount, then go into my channel, look around for it, you'll see it. Pretty cool video. But I have a hard case Apache tour pack, okay? And what I have figured out, and I've done many iterations of how I'm going to pack the motorcycle, I want to keep my clothing, basically my essentials, right? It's clothing, a couple of bottles of water in a backpack, my tablet, and like charging cables for my cell phone and the likes in the tour pack. And there's a couple of reasons for that, but let me show you. So here's my Blacktop Diaries tablet. This is what I use. It's my iPad. It's what I use to do all my video editing, stuff like that. And like at nighttime when you're at the hotel or wherever it is that you're going, want to watch some YouTube or you want to, you know, I draw a lot. So I have some Procreate art software on this, just like what I like to do to relax. So got to bring the iPad. Underneath the iPad, I have my clothing, my essentials. This is my backpack. It's a really sturdy backpack. It's made of this like really thick synthetic material. But yeah, this is everything. My toiletry kit, my clothing, my charging cables, bam, right here in the tour pack. I keep it there because I don't have a Harley Davidson tour pack with a barrel key lock. Now there are ways around that. I have a padlock for it that I will be using, but if I kept other things in my tour pack and someone was really motivated, they could just easily pop this padlock with a bolt cutter or just pry it open, right? It would be way easier just for someone to undo the tour pack and take the whole thing with them. kind of harder to do that with the saddlebag. So I'd rather them make off with an empty Apache case than some of the other things that I'm going to be bringing with me. So I keep my stuff that's going to be with me in the hotel in the Apache tour pack. Bam. Got that out of the way. Now we are going to move over to the right-hand side, or no, you know what, let's do the left-hand side saddlebag next. This is the most important saddlebag. Now, you have your essentials, right? I have an emergency supply of water in a insulated thermos or other type of water holding device. I also have zip ties, a tarp, and a tool bag, a roll-up tool bag underneath all that. I also have a fixed blade knife. Never know when you're gonna need it. If you're moto camping, it's essential, obviously. I also have a tire patch kit and some chamois. Now, the reason why that's in the left saddlebag is because it is the furthest away from my exhaust. I do have a touring motorcycle, but I do have a 2-into-1 Bassani Road Rage 3. I know what you guys are thinking. Oh my goodness, what an amazing exhaust. Yes, it is. So I keep it in the left-hand side, my water and all of that kind of stuff in the left-hand saddlebag, because things in that saddlebag are a little bit more temperature sensitive. No one wants to drink super hot water. So I keep all that stuff the furthest away from the exhaust as I can. We are almost done already. That's how easy motorcycle packing is. On the exhaust side saddlebag, I keep things that are specific to the trip, right? Things that I'm going to be doing there. Now, everyone goes on motorcycle trips for different reasons. The important thing is that that's a big ass bug. The important thing is that you go on the motorcycle trip. But the reason why I go is to film, to bring you guys along, to moto vlog. So I need camera equipment. I keep my camera equipment in a soft bag. It's literally like the cheapest soft bag that you can buy from Walmart for like 12 bucks. But I keep all my camera equipment there and it slides right into my saddlebag. It's like the perfect size, which is why I bought it. But underneath that is a tent. And that is for obviously if I'm not going to be going to a hotel, right? If you're going to a hotel, it would be ridiculous to bring a tent. Voila, you have even more room. But this next trip that we're going to be going on, hopefully one of our first trips that we're going to be going on, I'm actually not going to need the tent because there is living arrangements there for us. So we got the right-hand saddlebag all squared away. Voila, there you have it. That's motorcycle packing 101. Got all the saddlebags packed up, ready to go. Got my cell phone on the bike. Got all of that packed up. Now, you do have some options if you have a step-up seat or a two-up seat or no tour pack or yes tour pack. I mean, you can always add more to it. One of my subscribers actually gave me this really cool idea. He had just also put an Apache case as a tour pack on his motorcycle. Great minds think alike is what I said. And he said that what he did was he actually bought a OEM luggage rack that normally go on the back of those King tour packs. And he was able to mount one on top of this. So there you go. You would not only have this, but you would also have a luggage rack to go on top to strap bags or extra things to go with you. And that's fantastic. What a great idea. The reason why I'm making a motorcycle packing video is because I go on a lot of trips, right? So packing for my motorcycle trip is something that I've done quite a bit. But it's not something that I've always done very well, right? There's not really any easy thing to say, oh, if you're going here, bring this, and this. There's no real checklist for every single possible motorcycle trip that you're going. A lot of it is dependent upon your needs. Some people are posh. Some people need extra stuff. Now that brings me to this thing. So me and my wife were at a garage sale, and the guy was an avid motorcyclist, avid Harley Davidson enthusiast, and he had this cool thing. Check this out. It is a Harley Davidson. Here, let me flip this around. I'm only one guy. Roast and roll. It's for coffee. Talk about posh. Check this out. So this thing has a thermos for any beverage that you might want to bring along with you, such as coffee or dare I say tea. It's even got these little cups. Check this out. This is the coolest thing. They Velcro in, and they have little Harley Davidsons on them. Little coffee cups. It's even got shot glasses. I think they're shot glasses. That might just be the alcoholic in me.
Guess what? I'm on top of the liquor. I am the monkey in charge of bananas.
I don't know what you would keep in these things other than that. Tea bags, creamer, something like that. But that's what these are. And then check this out, a little picnic set too. A couple of stirring spoons and some drinking napkins. Which brings me to, don't bring this kind of stuff unless you absolutely need it, because
Today, Junior?
my type of riding, I have never needed that kind of thing. I bought that is because it was just hilarious. I'm like, well, I have to have that. And the guy gave me a really good deal on it. So I'm actually gonna bring this on my next motorcycle trip just to two things, prove a point and see if I actually use it. But I know I'll use the thermos part, but I don't think I'm gonna use all the other gadgets and gizmos. But this thing is so cool, it like zips up. Watch. Even got a little tote handle thing. But how cool is that, right? So I'm actually gonna bring it on my next trip and see how much shit Rob gives me. Because, you know, I know Rob very well, and he always says I pack too much. So I can't wait for him to see this on our next trip. He's gonna be like, what is that? But he always brings a jet boil to make fresh coffee. Rob is he's addicted to coffee like I am. And so I think he'll actually really like this thing. Yeah, so, you know, that's kind of a funny thing that I bought, but I am actually gonna bring it with me to see where I can pop that out just to get Rob's reaction. I think it'll be funny, unless he sees this video and then he's gonna know that I'm doing it. But either way, so there is a huge empty space in my right-hand side saddlebag. And there's a reason for that. It's because no matter where I'm going, what rally I'm going to or event, or, I mean, I like to buy stuff. I like to buy souvenirs, hats, sweaters, t-shirts, beer koozies. I bought a vest at Sandpoint Showdown in Idaho. So if you are a Harley rider and going to a Harley rally and you like souvenirs, obviously try to leave some empty space on your bike to be able to pack that stuff home. Because I've been to rallies where I loaded to the max, right? Packing too much. And I get to the event and I'm like, oh, what a badass hat or badass shirt. And I literally cannot fit a shirt, one more shirt on my bike or person. So I had to wear it. I had to wear it home. I'm sitting there poofed out, you know, a couple of shirts and a sweater as a souvenir, and I had to wear them while riding home. So don't do that to yourself. Leave some space in your bike. Don't take everything in the kitchen sink with you. Live a little bit more minimal on the motorcycle. You'll enjoy your trip better. You'll have an easier time getting on and off the bike and getting into and out of the hotel or tent or whatever you're doing. And you will have more time to enjoy the road because you're spending less time making sure you have all of your stuff. Just my 2 cents. Also, I figured I should cover it in this packing video. Something else to keep in mind is the clothing that you're actually going to be wearing while you're on your trip. A leather jacket is a pretty good idea to bring along with you. I've already kind of talked about my jacket from First Manufacturing. This jacket folds down actually pretty tight. I can throw it on top of my backpack inside of the tour pack, or I can kind of roll things into it and put that inside of the saddlebag. You never know when it's going to start dumping rain on you, and a lot of people like the synthetic materials for rain jackets, so if you prefer that, bring a raincoat with you. Another positive point about the Apache tour pack is it's 100% waterproof. It's got seals on it, so if you guys were concerned about waterproofing when you were watching that video, you don't have to worry about it. So something else to consider are footwear. So if you guys have enough space in your motorcycle, be it the saddlebags or the tour pack, feel free to bring a second pair of shoes, walking around shoes for your walking around times, but when you're riding, unless you wear the same boots when you ride versus when you are out and about. I know I do. Some of the guys I ride with don't. They'll pack shoes for walking around, and then they'll wear really nice, thick, sturdy leather riding boots. So that's kind of going to be dictated to you. But I figured before we end this week's video, I figure I should bring up the actual things that you're wearing. Leather jacket, thick, sturdy boots that are comfortable enough to walk all day in, because when you get to where you're going, you're going to be doing a lot of walking. So make sure that your footwear is super comfortable, as well as gloves. I am a glove nut. I love gloves, which is fun to say, but I have gloves for every type of weather. I have the medium weight ones that you guys see me wear a lot. I have super thick ones for when the weather gets really cold, and I don't know where those are at right now. Concerning. But anyways, I have super thick ones for like 30-degree temperatures if it's below freezing. They're basically like snowmobiling gloves. And I also have summer weight gloves, really lightweight ones. Ones that are basically overpriced, but really thin material. And I bring, depending on the time of year, I will bring, I know, at least 2 pairs of gloves. I will bring the summer weight ones, and I will bring these medium weight gloves. Comfort on long distance trips is very important. If you're not comfortable, it'll just rag on you, and the trip will seem like it's taken forever, and you're not gonna have a good time. So any little thing that you can bring with you on your trip to make it a little bit more comfortable on you, bring it. But like I've said throughout the whole video, don't overpack. And especially in the overpacking, if you have a lot of things strapped to other things, it's just one more thing to worry about when you're supposed to be concentrating on the road, enjoying yourself. No one wants to be riding down the road and then you get to where you're going, or the next fuel stop, and you turn around and the sleeping bag that you had strapped to your tour pack flew off. So just something to keep in mind. I don't do a whole lot of moto trips when it's super cold out, and I don't go to super cold places. I hate cold places. So I won't even bring a sleeping bag most times. When Rob and I went to Sturgis in 2019, I brought a Woobie, and all my vets will know what a Woobie is. A Woobie is basically like a jacket liner material, like very pillowy and very surprisingly warm. So that's what I'll bring with me. Something else to keep in mind, when Rob and I went to Sturgis, I was on a 2018 Softail lowrider, and I had a tunnel bag, basically a saddlebag that sits over the rear part, or the rear pylon for the rear seat, and then you have to physically strap that thing down to, be it your shock struts, hopefully not, your rear turn signals or something. And in order for me to get there, I had a tent, I had a sleeping bag, and I had a backpack strapped all to my rear fender. And I remember for a while I was stressed out that things were gonna fly off my bike. It was my first real long distance motorcycle trip, but I will be doing a future video discussing my past motorcycle trips and fun stories and things of that nature. So I will let you guys know when I'm gonna be dropping that video. So I'll get into all that in a future video. But anyways, a little garage update. Now that we got the main idea for this video covered and we're good to go on that, check this out. I really like the reflection off my bike. That's really fun. Yeah, I ordered those for the garage for my videos and just for me because I think they're awesome. I've always wanted them, you know? I've always seen them in people's videos, but I've never had them. And so I finally pulled the trigger and got some. I think I spent $100 and it came like that. Super easy to put together. I did it all by my onesie. Didn't even need anyone to help me. Probably should have had someone help me, but yeah, let me know what you guys think of that. But anyways, thank you guys for coming to my channel this week and watching my video on motorcycle packing. Really appreciate you guys taking the time to click on my videos, do all the YouTube things, you know, like, comment, subscribe, do all the stuff, and keep the shiny side up, rubber side down, and I'll see you guys when I see you.